The founder and CEO of the Naledi Awards, Dawn Lindberg, has died at the age of 75. Lindberg and her husband Des enjoyed a successful career as musicians and entertainers. I want to get the very latest now and get more reaction. Bring in Director of the Center for Creative Arts at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, Ismail Mohammed, joins me now live. Sir, thank you very much indeed for your time. Our deepest condolences goes out to friends and colleagues of Dawn Lindberg. Your reaction, sir, with regards to this passing?
Thank you very much. Well, Dawn Lindberg's loss is not just a loss for the performing arts industry in South Africa, it's a deep loss for South Africa. She was a remarkable legend whose contribution was not only known in the performing arts sector, but also in the struggle for social justice. Dawn was a campaigner for anti-censorship in this country. Dawn was a campaigner for mixed-race audiences in South African theatres. In the 80s, she led a campaign during the state of emergency which called for theatres to be places of peace. In the 70s, when her production Godspell could not be staged in South Africa because she had a multiracial cast in it, she took it across to Maseru and staged it there. She was not going to give up. And of course, she launched South Africa's leading arts accolade, the Naledi Theatre Awards, to give recognition to the South African theatre industry and to raise its profile. It's rather sad that at a time when COVID-19 has literally decimated the performing arts sector, that all our theatres, our music, our galleries have been closed for the last 10 months, that we have lost our greatest champion, our greatest warrior in the arts sector.
I just want to talk a bit more about how socially conscious she was. And I was just doing a bit of reading earlier on, and reportedly the couple started as these popular folk singers in the mid-60s and toured South Africa and the then Rhodesia. Talk to us about them being socially conscious and how they try to change, I guess, the political thinking during the old dispensation.
I think one of the fascinating things about Dawn and Des Lindberg is literally their romance. You know, they met when they were students at the University of Witwatersrand, a liberal space in the midst of the chaos of this country. And immediately they weren't the conventional white couple that was going to settle down, be happily married, make babies, and settle down in the northern suburbs. They decided to disrupt the status quo at the time. And of course, as these almost young hippie couple with a guitar and in their caravan, they toured almost every small town singing their folk songs. But, you know, even within that, what seemed like kind of safe, and of course the SABC at the time also considered it safe and didn't ban their music, even though Dawn's Godspell production was banned by the state because it had a multiracial cast. Their music was not banned as such on the state channels. And you know, one of the most popular songs that they sang was "This land is your land, this land is my land, this land belongs to you and us." And for us, who lived on the other side of the town, who were affected by the Group Areas Act, whose homes were bulldozed and so forth, we found solace from that. That not everyone in this country was standing ready to produce sons who were going to join the SANDF and who were going to produce sons who were going to be riding bulldozers to bulldoze our homes. There were people that were nation builders, and Dawn and Des Lindberg were definitely nation builders through their music, through their theatre.
And, you know, in one would say difficult political times, the Lindbergs were also pioneers in presenting the West End musical, The Black Mikado. Tell us more.
Absolutely. Des and Dawn Lindberg were pioneers in many, many ways. And I think, you know, they were just a remarkable couple. I often sat in meetings of the Theatre Management Association and watched them on two opposite sides of their table. It was like yin and yang. But as a couple, they worked so incredibly well to really advance South African theatre. With Des and Dawn, and particularly with Dawn, there was no compromises. She measured excellence. She saw passion. She saw ambition. And she gave that a platform.
Mr. Mohammed, we thank you very much indeed for your time and also your perspective. It's great hearing about the I guess, the efforts made by Dawn Lindberg as well as Des in South Africa in the creative arts space. A huge void, no doubt, now exists with losing Dawn. But we thank you very much indeed for your time. Be well, sir.
Thank you.